One of the first things I do prior to a photo and video shoot, I clean my cars off, get the dust and dirt and fingerprints and stuff off of it. With this cleaner I bought years ago, I still have. This is a company I used to buy models from, but they actually went out of business a few years ago. So actually more than a few years ago, it's like 3 or 4 years ago. I use that, which is running low, so after that I don't know what I'm gonna use. And then I put them in the spots for transport. Well, I have gotten to my destination. This is one of my spots. It's just a little secluded spot in the downtown area where I live. I don't usually like a lot of people around me. I just like to mind my business. That's why I like to take this area. And just right over here, that's what the other place where I take my pictures. Up here, you always see that fountain. I'm taking the C-class pictures and a couple other ones. And the area behind there, that's why I take some of the other pictures. So now that the pictures are done, it's time to whip out my other phone and actually start taking the videos. I take my videos on a Galaxy S6 Edge Plus from Samsung, which takes 4K videos. Alright, let's move to after the shoot. This is the fun part. Not really. It's very time consuming. But at the end, it's for you all. I use Adobe Photoshop CC. I have a 1-year subscription to them to get these, so I can use to process these photos. This is my preliminary photo editing, meaning that I'm doing the basically editing like the exposure, the contrast, so on and so forth. Anything that basically needs to be touched up on a preliminary basis. Since I only shoot in RAW, it gives me greater flexibility of what I can do with these photos. So you can see on the right side, you see all the little adjustments I'm making to bring out some details or make some details go away. Again, this is just a preliminary phase. I haven't gone into the real other stuff until the next segment, which we're about to start. Now, depending upon on a particular photo shoot, these photos I've taken, they may range between 200 to 600, depending on how many cars and what kind of photos I actually have. So with this whole process, with just the photo editing by itself, that includes the other editing I'm gonna do in a few minutes. It takes me about around 2 to 4 hours, maybe 5 hours at the most. Again, depending upon how many cars I'm actually doing. Now, if I'm only doing one, typically maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours, depending on what else I got going on. But outside of that, yeah, like this, honestly, this coming weekend I will start doing some photos and get things together, start posting to y'all starting on June 1st. That's when you'll start seeing a lot more new content. And I actually have at least 5 or 6 cars to do, so it's going to probably take me a while. I'm actually going to do this little span of 4 days since this is my birthday weekend coming up. my 30th birthday weekend. So again, this does take a while. Now, after I finish my preliminary editing, I start the process of doing the other editing, which I just select all the photos that I need or that I want, and then I go ahead and add them into Photoshop, which takes typically about 5 or 10 minutes to load, depending on how many photos. And the post editing, basically, like what I'm doing right now, is just getting rid of some extra stuff like this bird poop that's on this little place where I take pictures, or any sticks or leaves, or things I don't want to be distracting in the photo, and also adding the signature to the photos as well. And I save them as a JPEG file in its own personalized folder. And after I finish the saving, then I'll just close out, because I don't ever save changes to a raw file, because I want that raw file to stay raw. I don't want any changes done to it, just in case I ever need to change something later on, because I do actually keep all these photos. So again, I'm adding additional stuff. The preliminary is done, so only thing, like on this type of photo, only I have to do is just add the watermark, and then I'm done, basically. And since this is like mid 2016, this is this watermark I actually made. It's not a stamp. Sometimes I use a stamp tool in Photoshop to actually put my watermark on it, but lately I just basically make a picture, and I just copy the layers from the picture and just paste them inside of the photo, and just arrange it to wherever I need to go. As you can see, again, I'm erasing bird poop out of the photo. This again, just to keep from getting any type of distractions in my photos, because I want my photos to be represented by the content, the subject, not anything else that's in the photo, if that makes sense. Well, that's it. This is just a look inside of what goes on in a photo shoot. I may have a part 2 to this series to upload at some point, because I have some people that have actually asked me some other stuff like video editing and so on and so forth. But I thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one.